I guess now we're on.
Oh, you want me to grab your water?
Yeah. I'm not as bad as I sound. No, there's nothing here. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's nothing here. No cookies. No cookies. Okay, she mailed this on the 21st. What is today? It's not the 21st.
The 24th.
24th. That's not too bad.
No.
See, actually, what I did was I put this thing here. That would be a much better way of doing things. See, and then that would go on the floor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, put that on.
Then I can see what's happening.
Yeah, there you go.
Get out of here. There we go. Now we're organized. We almost threw that out. I had to get that from the bottom of the driveway.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Here we go. Here we go. Now that can go in there. I don't have any place else right now. It's what it is. But it will become what you make it become. That's right. That's got to be Elizabeth.
I would think so.
We will be friends till we're old and senile. Then we'll become new friends. You got three choices in life. Give up, give in, or give it all you've got. Well, there you go. Okay, that's a good one. Okay. Next one. Joanne. Pollock Pines, California. What the hell? I haven't opened the box yet. No. I've not opened the box. I'll work on that next. You're going to check in the envelope, right?
Yeah.
Advice from a polar bear. Live large, be thick-skinned, sniff out opportunities, learn some good icebreakers, be fearless, and keep it cool. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Those are good. Okay, we'll put that in the pot here. Carlene, horse sense is the thing horse has which keeps it from betting on people. 3 words that I've learned about life. It goes on. To understand how to fix it, the problem, you must ask who is profiting from the problem, not who is suffering from it. That is true, and that may have happened today. That's a very interesting concept that would end up here today. Yes, I've been dealing with printouts all day long, which is very strange. Very strange. Interesting. That's one from Gold. Oh, stop it. There she is!
Sorry.
In all her shining glory.
No, that's a shiny face.
Same face?
Shiny face.
Shiny face. Whatever.
Hello, we love.
To understand how to fix a problem, you must first understand who's profiting from the problem.
This is very true.
Have you got that one?
Oh, yeah,
you got it memorized. That's a Goldie. It just got that today. Anyway, we'll save that one in the back. We're going to give that one to Janine. Okay. Medicare information. I don't know. It's just going to confuse me.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Oh, I'm on that wrong thingy.
What's going on at your house?
Oh.
More stuff.
What's not going on at my house? That would be
Where are you
easier.
putting stuff now?
In your house.
Are you really? In the cellar?
No, I've not quite even got there. No, do you know what was really amazing? We put all this stuff, we had 6 dining room chairs and we put them out at the side of the road, and somebody about 9 o'clock last night in the dark knocked the door, and I was like, is that somebody knocking or is it just a dog knocking something over? You know, you get noises and you're like, and it knocked again. I went, well, there's somebody at the door. And I opened the door and I went, hello? And this lady and her daughter said, we're just checking before we take the stuff. It's free. And I went, oh, have it. I'm like, yes, please. I'm like, anything else you'd like.
Okay, so I
that
took
was
the boat down to send to my friend in
Yes.
Newburgh. And before I got out the driveway, I had to stop and take this back. That was down on the driveway. And my other almost favorite picture is Don Quixote with that was down. So we had to pick that up.
Oh, yes. Who put those down there?
I don't know what's happening.
No, he's got socks.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
How could he reach that?
I don't know.
Do you know the thing is?
Well, no, wait a minute. There's a box of it around here. He's gonna go take it again. Hey, come here.
So the thing is, as I was saying to Nick, because we'd gone out to go and do things, and then we were coming back, and the chairs were all still there. I said, I wonder if we should keep 2 of those. And he said, just leave them. And I'm like, they're very handy. And if it's ever just you and I, we could sit down and eat together. And I'm like,
Never.
never, exactly. And I'm like, why bother? So they went as a set of 6. So I'm absolutely
I
delighted.
thought she was going to be looking for the table to go with it or something.
No, but we have had a set of 3. It's a really old Victorian. One's the gentleman's chair. It's the armchair in velvet. Then there was the ladies' chair. And then there's a chaise.
Wow.
Okay, so we've put it out one at a time, and I said to Nick we should really have put that out all together in case somebody had a Victorian parlour that they wanted to recreate. You never can tell. Right?
Oh,
So ridiculous. Ooh,
This
it says snacks on it.
What?
It says snacks are here.
This could be what I ordered.
Oh.
Let's find out.
Oh well.
There you go.
I had a sample of this one, or somebody sent me some of this.
It might not be doggy snacks.
No, I don't think it is. You're out of here, kids. Go away. Get out. I think this is jerky. Chicken
Ooh.
jerky.
Human or doggy kind?
Human.
Right.
Get out.
Right, boys, back up.
Wait,
Come on.
no, have that.
Back up.
Everybody have that.
He's like, I'm not having that. He's like,
Well, here's one of those. I wanted a sample. Oh. I like this one. Well, you can have that box. There's an empty box.
Put his head in it. That's a good idea. Maybe that'll keep him
Ginger
busy.
teriyaki.
chicken.
What? Get out of here. Go away.
How do they manage that if teriyaki is basically dried meat?
What?
How do they manage that if jerky is basically dried meat?
They put it inside the meat first.
Yeah, but you know, chicken's got like salmonella and all those exciting things.
There we go. This is. Go away. This is a. You want a piece of this?
Yeah, as long as it's
good.
not got salmonella, that'd be cool.
Get out! No, go away!
Back up.
Move.
Move. Thank you.
How do I get in there first?
They're convinced this is dog treats.
Well, it could be, right? Not too far off.
There we go. Have a piece.
Okay.
I'll have a piece
And this is
myself.
chicken, yeah?
Yeah.
It is. Thank you. That's not bad at all.
Oh, don't you?
That's not bad, huh?
Now go out and get some of the ones I don't like out there. So
That'll sort you.
that's not bad. No. No.
I like gingery things.
Mm.
They're always good. Always good.
Well, I cleaned out the closet of all the stacks.
Yeah.
And that's what he's gotten into, and I don't know. There was a big box that they were take down back.
Oh. Oh. Naughty boy.
Sizzle.
Is there anything out there he can get into?
No, I'm giving him a treat.
You already got into it.
Because he's not daft. He's very clever. So what, did you go out today? Judy was here, wasn't she?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I took the Yeah. I took the boat down, got that mail. But going down the driveway, I had to stop and retrieve this and one other Don Quixote from the bottom of the driveway.
Oops.
There's nothing out there he can get into.
No.
Where did he get the candy from?
Oh, I don't know where you got that. Maybe off here. Was there some oopsies?
Well, it is around somewhere.
Yeah, I'll grab. Wonder if one fell.
Yeah. Maybe need
Look
to check just in case.
I'm thinking, what is it?
They're like,
Your dog.
oh, that's my dog, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen it like that.
I was thinking you were looking at Sizzle and going, no, actually, that's your dog. Yeah, she stands there and watches.
That's okay.
She's like,
Cut it out!
minute.
Knock it off!
She's like, oops.
No, not supposed to do that.
No.
You don't have to do that.
She's not supposed to stand on this sort of like windowsill either. And whine.
I used to have a peacock that used to say right on that ledge out there.
Really?
Yeah.
I know how noisy peacocks are.
Peacocks are wonderful.
Oh, yeah, in the same way that emus are also wonderful. Not.
Don't make so much noise.
Hello. So, did you just go to the post office? You didn't go to any houses, homes, or anything?
No, we didn't do that.
No.
She left. She'd gone for a week.
She said she did it a month.
Oh my God.
You know.
Oh.
I got some of your snacks that you
I
gave.
think she's left because everybody's moving. I don't think she's daft. I'm like, I'd go too.
Well, okay, the disaster was I had all the calendars piled on one rolling thing out here.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. My chopper and all the mats and everything. And Janine worried that it was going to get wet. I had it all packed into one thing. So she put it in the back of my car. Which is not a good place. But at any rate, so we come to go to take things into the UPS, and she can barely fit in because it's so full. But we couldn't take the dogs, so we ran to the UPS and came back, and then we put it down in 25. That's not going to be safe in 25. That place is damp.
Yeah, and I was in the other day, and I don't know whether or not it's because it was humid. The walls were dripping, and it was all down in gathers on the floor.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to either it's got electricity in it, hasn't it?
It does have electricity.
Maybe we should put a dehumidifier in it and keep all your stuff good.
But we got to get those calendars out. It's supposed to thunderstorm tomorrow.
Oh, rain all day, right?
So, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock,
we're
we're doing a practice run of the retreat. Of the retreat. You know how we have the psychologist who's coming in, and we're going to do that. So we're doing a practice run. We're all going to experience it and fine tune it however we think's most suitable, blah, blah. And I said to Janine, so remember, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And she's like, yeah, I'm on it. And then I'm looking at the weather going, oh, no, 3 hours out there with bugs, and it'll be humid before it thunders. And I'm like, oh, no.
I know, it's so looked at the weather tomorrow.
Save us. So, wish us luck for 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. But it's very exciting.
Okay.
Somebody here is saying that it takes about 60 days for Social Security to change accounts for auto deposit. And it says to leave your original account open so it can deposit and not be returned to the government.
Yes.
And then send an email. And she sent you an email to explain this as well. That's good.
Larky.
Good.
So we can work out how the chicken is fine. The chicken is back, part of the flock, and actually I can tell you which one it was, to be quite honest. But
what happened to all that
that's
stuff?
me.
What's up?
A whole
No.
bunch of stuff out of the closet for snacks.
Yeah.
I wanted to clean it out. I put all the stuff I didn't want in a great big box that we were supposed to get down back with the other crowd. And that's what's sitting around someplace. That's where he got those.
No, Judy sent it down to me.
Well, where do you get the Necco wafers?
I don't know, I'll go.
Where did you get the Necco wafers from?
And have you got any more? Because
Ah!
so
Would you want another one of these?
why not? Yes. I went picked up from a gentleman on Facebook Marketplace today. Thank you.
Get out.
Free wire cloth for the chicken run.
Oh.
So on, excuse me, speaking of my mouth though. So on Saturday morning, we're going to finalise the plans for the chicken run down at the old chicken coop.
You keep pointing that direction. You
I
know
know.
that way.
I know, I've got the most awful sense of direction.
It's that way.
I keep thinking Janine's over there.
No,
I go,
it's over
Janine! There.
Yeah.
So so they're going to come and we'll finalise. I think we've got a donation of the metal roof.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was quite excited about that because I think it's quite expensive. So that's really super. And
What are you putting an extension on the back of it?
oh, yes, definitely. And so we're going to take out. We think we're going to get 30 foot by 60 foot on the back.
What? The building? No.
The run.
Oh, the run.
Yeah, not the build. No, we're not extending the building.
60 feet.
Otherwise, we could all move in.
Oh, yeah.
A few composting toilets and we'll be away. So it was just what we were trying to do was work out the cost of it, and we would maybe half the length if it was very costly, and we think the roof was going to be the most expensive part, because I think I've got 8-foot posts that will sink into concrete and then wire up.
You're on your own.
Yep. So that's highly exciting. So that's
You
Saturday
kind of blew
morning.
my mind with trying to design it. I just was down there and started putting things in.
I know. Well, I haven't.
But you go down there to the water, so you don't have to water them.
Exactly. But have you seen that water?
Huh?
Have you seen the water?
Yeah, they've been living on it for years.
It's the greenest water I've ever come across.
Really?
It is.
Yeah.
That's why we have a pump.
I know. I see you.
Oh, he's very nice.
He is a good boy.
Yeah.
He's a very good boy. So, so that's what we're going to do on Saturday morning. That's only if we survive our wilderness experience.
Okay.
So, if we're not back in 3 hours, send out a search party. just don't have Jasper part of it because he'll not work. He's worse than awful. So, Miss Winnie has gone to Tanner's barn. Kate's going to look after Winnie and just make sure that her legs come back into good shape, because you know she had cellulitis in her 2 back legs. So Kate's going to take over her care. We're hoping to get the foals out this evening. Make sure that nobody's going to pick on them.
You're going to put them out tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Put
Yeah,
them out in the morning.
Yeah. I think
So
they're
there are
better
people
to go-
around to watch.
Yeah, and rescue them. Apart from Janine and I, because we're going to be on our nature hike, okay? So,
Are you going to go out in the wood, in the willow? Or I thought you were just going to go out here in our field.
no, we're going to Willowdale.
You're going to try and get through?
We might have to take sides. Zoom, 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 zoom.
I drove a tractor through there once.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so you can get through.
Do we still have the tractor?
No, well, you could.
Kate was riding it. Remember, Kate was riding the entrance for a while to keep the undergrowth down, but I don't think she's been out for a while.
It take 20 minutes.
Yeah, so
Oh, good.
What?
It's a bed.
it's going to be very interesting, and
No, nothing.
we'll wait and see how that goes and whether or not the weather behaves.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the weather being awful. And the flies.
Flies? Flies. I am amazed. I've left the door open this year. Ordinarily, we'd be full of fleas and everything in here.
I've got a big fly trap outside. It's full of dead flies.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
That must be where they're going.
Yeah. I'm not sure what you do with all the dead flies. I mean, it's like...
See them with the chickens?
Thanks
that
for
was
that.
good. I know Chirpy was good. She ate one of the centipedes.
Yeah. But these fly bags have worked really well.
Those were good.
Smell a bit, but I would rather have that sort of slight smell than flies, to be honest.
Yeah, this is good around here.
So that's I know. Can you smell it in my fingers?
Bad. It's bad. Is that what the problem? Did he have enough food?
Yeah, he got his
Maybe a couple cookies would take you. You ought to get him.
cookies?
You have to get a couple for everybody. You get cookies.
I don't want cookies, you're all right.
Yeah.
Go.
I can do without.
Go with her.
So, that's our exciting plans for the weekend.
Okay.
And,
Sizzle.
oh, how about renaming the barn to Bentley's Barn? That's a nice idea. What is the main barn called? Does it have a name?
The bar? No.
No.
No, but you know, somebody wrote to me today and said that we shouldn't have purple eggs, we should have golden balls, or golden eggs.
Well, yes, that's actually a very good idea.
Goose, yeah, so we can goose,
Loose eggs.
Yeah.
we can goose the guy that wins the golden.
At which point nobody's going to bid on those. They'll be like, no.
No,
Not
come
being
on.
goosed by that lot. That's actually a really nice idea.
It's a clever idea.
Yeah.
Gives us more to work with.
Yeah, exactly. That's far better.
Uh,
Yeah, that's a nice name, Bentley's Barn. It's yes, Larky really is looking for attention at the moment, isn't he?
yeah.
I wonder if it's because Wanda's here and the puppies are out there
Carl's outside.
and Carl's here and it's busy.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm worried about him getting enough to eat now. And
He doesn't look skinny.
I'm
though,
wondering
does he?
if we shouldn't fool with the idea of putting out dry food and letting him eat it.
Or free choice.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how you break them into it, but it might be a way to. He coughed up what has to have been a collapsed tennis ball
Uh-oh.
the other morning.
What are you doing?
He just after eating stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely ate
You
one
know,
of your,
it's
what are those things? The zipper things. I found one
Oh.
with poop.
pools.
It came out. That's good.
Must have been a small one then.
Yeah, I know. So that must have been the one that he was missing the other day.
But he's looking all the time. He's on leave.
So, Goldie's farm scheme, will it be a beautiful gold colour? We need away from the purple, I agree. Well, I think
We have a
there's-
lot of tidying up to do.
we've got a lot of tidying up to do, and I think what we were thinking is, as we go along, we'll just paint things, because paint keeps it weatherproof,
Yeah.
keeps it safe. And I think there was a suggestion that what we'd maybe do, because there's maybe some paint, is go for, you know, the same red that's on Meredith.
Yeah.
That's just a traditional colour.
Yeah.
And just when we start doing repairs, do it that way, and then work it all round, and we'll take it from there. So that was the.
Well, we started with just a palette of paint.
Mm-hmm.
Miscellaneous colors. That's how we ended up with what we've got.
Yes, we have. We have. So
God, let's get a dish of dry food and put it.
are you starving? Are you the most
Yeah.
starving big boy going? He's like, I could be. I
Let's
could
bring
be.
it out here and let me dish it out. Give me a full dish.
Alright.
Yes, and Bentley was always the bestest, goodest boy. So, I think that, yeah. Would you like to recall the main barn, Bentley's barn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice. You could even put a sign up instead of a number.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
You know, the funny thing is, you know, on the other farm,
Yeah.
the I could never actually read the map with what all the buildings were.
Yeah.
And so I started saying, you know, Janine, you know the paddock at the very back, the way back, not the first paddock, the second, and we would go through this whole, to work out that we were actually talking about the same place. And then when it came to the barns, we were like the across the road barn, and then there was the barn that's just slightly down the hill. We never had a name for it until we had a big bee's nest in it.
Yeah.
So it's now the bee barn. Oh.
Hey, wait. Go back.
They give your guys a little handful too.
Come on around here. Jiminey, come.
Just a couple of
They
them.
won't
Come on, Jiminey, go on over there. Go on over there.
You go that way.
You have to like put a trailer on the house. Because
Here, I'll put a handful on the bed.
sizzle.
Go on, over there.
Yeah, he probably does want jerky. He's not daft.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. She had to make a little designer on the house.
He doesn't need quite as many.
Larky.
Is that good, Bentley? I mean, not Bentley. Larky, is that good?
He's like, yeah. He's like, not bad.
Not as good as the jerky.
He's like, jerky would have been, you know, ideal, but this will do.
This'll do.
This will do. He's like, I find the ginger helps with my digestion. Yeah, good big boy.
Some of them, yeah, some people a little bit more than the others, I guess.
Okay, that's no, wait. Try that. Let it go.
He's like, yum, this is good.
I think he's hungry.
And maybe they eat more, a little more than the others.
Has he had a
We
busy...
gotta stop him from eating crap.
I know.
But do you not find you just get some animals that do that?
Yeah, I think
Well,
some.
maybe they're hungry.
Yeah.
I think some just.
We had, everybody ate out of the same wash stove. Everybody give her something.
Look at your one in the windows. Wait a minute.
That's it for the moment.
Yeah.
No, you stay back. That's your place
There's a
over
wee
there.
bit under there. You eat that bit that's under
Look at
there.
your one in the windows. Wait a minute. What about?
She's like, hang on a minute.
Yeah,
Now
we got
they're
a couple
snacking.
crumbs. We only got a couple crumbs. None's up front, yeah.
They can just stay right there. It'll be fine.
Jiminey's a good boy. You're a good boy, Jiminy.
Well, they do get dry food, but they very often get water in it.
What?
In the dried food. This lady's asking about. She thought they got wet food, but they get dried food with a bit of water in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just keeps it all going. I don't think you've cleaned the floor well enough. Keep going. Try harder.
That's all. Try that for a while.
Yeah, there are very definitely many buildings that we could create names that. Well, people are giving suggestions for names.
Good.
So
Come
that's,
up and get
so
them.
that's
We
nice.
need to get them in shape and things like that.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
so
we've got plans for that.
God
They're
bless you,
they're
boy.
just not the fastest moving plans. Because we're kind of moving at the same time.
Oh, it's like getting the mold out of the cellar. We get 10 days later and still got nothing done, you know?
I have just bought 12% hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, good.
I've tried it out in my own house. Whoa, it fizzles and fizzles and fizzles. And then when you wipe it up and you put water on it, it starts again. And I'm like, oh, I like this stuff. So that will be fun. So I've got a spray dispenser for that, and I'm going to come round and spray it liberally.
Okay.
Because I think hydrogen peroxide is maybe the safest sort of bleach to have around,
It is.
and it seems to be the best for that kind of mould. So that's something else exciting to do. And Nick's away with one of the trailers. He's been to Brickend.
Where'd he go?
He's
He
got-
makes me nervous. Larky, get up and lie down. Larky, go lie down. Get up there. Larky, get up there and lie down. Get up there and lie. Larky. Thank you. Why don't you take that Kong and fill it?
Do you know what?
Stay.
He's like, there's 3 bones and a Kong here, and none of them are edible.
Stay. Fill it with
Just,
dog food.
I'll keep him going for a wee while.
Stay there.
He's like, things are looking up.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm getting extra snacks. Extra snacks. So, tomorrow is what? Is it Friday?
Tomorrow's Friday.
I know. I thought it was still about Tuesday.
Yes, well, I thought it was today that, you know, they had to be turning themselves in. And they weren't turning themselves in down there in Atlanta.
Oh.
And it's not, it's tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow? I thought it was today as well. Maybe I read the news report at 1 this morning, and then it was the next day. I think that might be.
Yeah.
I think I've maybe been reading very early in the morning. Yeah, that's lots going on, and Judy's away now.
What?
Judy's away now.
Judy's away. Is right.
That'll be fun, and. So you'll be home tomorrow for a wee bit. You'll be home tomorrow for a wee bit.
Probably, yes.
But Janine,
You know what I've been doing? Is I've been learning to bend just that second toe.
Oh, how'd you do that?
Have you ever do? Huh?
How'd you do that?
Look at that.
How did you do that though?
Look. Uh-oh. There it goes. Look at that.
Can you do it another foot though?
Well, it all started when I was in my youth. I was a swimming instructor, and the kids used to have to come in at the Y. They had to walk in this puddle of chlorine, and then I had to look between their toes.
Yeah.
Right? And I liked the kids that could spread their toes out like that one.
Yeah.
See, and so
Yeah.
for years I sat around doing nothing, and I got one foot that spreads out.
Yeah.
And I've never been quite so.
Did you get that up?
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
You want me to
Go lie down. Go lie
tell
down.
them a few?
Yeah, whatever.
They don't do those chlorine baths anymore, do they?
No. I lived in chlorine. I swam in it 8 hours a day. But anyway, sitting in there with absolutely nothing to do. It is interesting. It's a very intellectual thing because when we're dealing with people who have trouble moving, they've had a stroke and they cannot move one arm. You know, okay, so now I got to move just that one toe. It has been a struggle, and I've been at it for about a week, and now I bent just the one toe, didn't I?
You did, yes.
But it's interesting to try and do it because
To isolate that joint.
yeah, it's the nerve or something. That's all you're getting is a hot con. Here, keep going.
He's like, listen, he said, if I look hungry.
Yeah.
Oh yes, the house dogs are definitely attending mail call when Carlene moves because the camera's moving with you.
Oh yes.
We're all organised. They're all organised for that. That won't be a problem.
What happened to Wanda?
Oh, she's out the back. Right, so I'm like out the back there with Carl.
Okay.
They're both there.
Okay.
And there's Janine.
And there
Hey,
comes
did you
Janine.
bring dinner?
No, but there's already a year ago.
No. No, we ate it all while you were out.
Hello. How are you?
I'm exhausted.
We had a letter. We had a thing come in here today.
Yeah.
Horse sense is the thing that horses have, which keeps them from betting on people. 3 words that I've learned about life is it just goes on. To understand how to fix a problem, you must ask who's profiting from that problem.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Not who is suffering from it.
Very interesting.
Is that Goldie?
That's Goldie, yeah.
Is that to go on the map?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, did you take your thing?
Right, okay, next one.
Next one?
So forget your toes. Can you raise one eyebrow or wiggle your ears?
I can wiggle my scalp.
Yeah, I can.
Wrinkles, don't be silly.
Yeah, I can do it. My sister can make her scalp go round. I can only go.
No.
Yeah. Oh, she can.
Is that Aunt Fanny?
Yeah. Am I getting it back and
Yeah, your
forth?
scalp's moving.
Yeah.
Can you make your whole head go spin like all the way around?
Can my head go? No.
That's a
Yeah.
movie, Janine. That's a movie.
Yeah.
You missed the part about I now can move.
Oh, yeah.
The second. Get back.
Go and
My
watch the
second
pose,
toe.
okay?
I've been working on it for a couple days now.
Because your feet are pretty swollen.
No.
Oh God,
The
Mom,
second-
you need
Wait
to
a
get
minute, I
any-
haven't got it moving.
Oh, Mom, you need to
Look at
It's good by itself.
See, I got that one toe then?
those
Look at that.
toes, Mom.
They're moving by
I think
themselves.
we should take her for. When was the last time you had a mani-pedi?
Oh, God.
Yeah, they'll make them a nice color too.
Yeah. But don't get them painted red because then the chickens
He's
peck your
stolen,
toes.
he's stolen the thing.
So, but we'll need to know about your one eyebrow.
I
Forget scalps.
don't know about the one eyebrow.
No.
Oh,
And
you got
wiggle
them
your
all out?
ears.
So I see you guys having a productive day.
Huh?
Who has? What? Because it came back up the driveway.
What?
Oh,
Did you let the horses out?
Not yet, no.
Not yet.
We were thinking about doing it tomorrow morning. In case
Okay.
anyone kills them overnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Tomorrow then.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I just came from Meredith. Who bit Arthur? Who do you think bit Arthur? Got a big teeth marks right here.
You're joking.
Who do you think it is? Who's your first thought?
It wouldn't have been pockets. Was it Enzo?
No. I wondered.
Because if it's down there, because he's short,
Yeah.
everyone else would have come in from the top.
But Enzo doesn't do that.
No.
I was thinking that the red horse in the back. Because it doesn't look like it's brand new. I wonder if that red horse in the back, which is leaving on Saturday.
Oh, that's a shame.
Because, yeah.
That means we'll be getting our horse back.
Yes, thank God.
That's nice.
Yeah.
The peppermint ball will be placed once we work out that we're not going to knock out the blinking cameras at the same time. So we might have to put an independent screw eye in. Because if we play with
Jiminey!
if we play with the ceiling and the wires,
Maybe
there
we
will be
need another
tears.
Kong.
But yes, we are going to get it done.
Huh?
Do we have more up here?
I don't know. We own 1,000.
So
I think we need 2 more.
but if it was down on his neck, it must have been lower down.
No, it was like right here. Yeah, it might have been.
I'm sure of the bite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, teeth marks. Someone got his jaw.
I've never seen Enzo bite though.
Yeah, I haven't either. I bet that guy in the back, he has moments where I was putting him out and I was holding Chester and I was opening the gate and he put his ears flat back and almost went at Chester. Chester, of course, is like here in the headlights. And I jumped in and was like, and he backed right up like, whoa. But he came at Chester like a stallion. So I wonder if he's a crypt orchid, like a half stallion.
Yeah, we don't need any more crypto.
And we all know what a half stallion is.
Nasty.
Think about it, half stallion.
They're
They only
illegal.
did half the job.
Exactly.
I think that's illegal. For a
Um,
veterinarian.
No, they're lethal.
Huh?
They're lethal.
I think it's illegal for a vet.
to do that without. Well, we've gotten so many because you'll find a nice gelding in at New Holland, and we've gotten a lot of them. It's about $2,800 to get that. Well, that was last time we did it was probably 2 years ago, but
To go after the one they put inside.
yes, they have to surgically go in and find it, and it was $2,800.
How did they know it was there?
Well, the horse was pretty aggressive. That was one thing. They do a blood test to see how much testosterone is in there, and then when they do that, because I do everything in stages because everything costs so much money. So it's about $100, $120 for the testosterone test. The ultrasound was like $380, and then if that's confirmed, then
No,
it's
stop it.
$2,800.
That's for the safe business.
no, I know she just
No,
wants
go ahead.
to say hi. I smell like peanuts because I was driving the car and you left the peanuts in the car. There's peanuts.
Oh,
in the
they're on the
yeah.
door. The
Yeah.
doorbell. That's right.
Yeah, so I've been eating peanuts.
We're talking about three animals that are on Meredith. Enzo is the phenomenal mini mule, and
Stretch.
no, he's fantastic. And Arthur is the lovely donkey that looks like Pockets, who used to be on here.
Who is lovely.
He is just a big baby,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Oh, well, that's why I was late. I was hugging him.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hurty.
Hey!
Dirty.
Well, we don't have to yell like that. I'll get up and get the dog, get the Kong. My nerves are shot today.
Nick sat in the car and he said to me, when I was on the phone and you were in the car and I was in the car,
Yeah.
and he said, you talk so loud.
Oh, I wonder why. We all talk loud.
And then I said, but Janine's on a speakerphone, and he's like, I it doesn't make any difference. I'm like, it does when you're in the Volvo and it's the phone
Oh,
thing.
right. Yeah, there's no, nothing fancy in that. Yeah.
But it's all healed up though, isn't it?
His bite? Yeah. Yeah, did you tell everyone that Ted has a hurty footy? He calls it a hurty footy.
Ted's got a hurty footy.
He's on 3 legs.
But Ted is in the bad books.
Yeah, I think it's an abscess.
Yeah, I think it's definitely an abscess, and that will teach him to walk to Middleton and back.
Yeah.
At 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So he's not very happy. So he's inside nursing his hurty footy, and every time you see him, he goes. I'm like,
I drove up and I was like, a quarter of a mile coming around the corner, and I'm like, is that Ted? Because you could tell from a long distance that he was.
Ted is so super sensitive. Anything that's not quite right, whether it's the wind going the wrong way, he tells you about it.
Yeah.
He is the biggest baby, and the only thing you can do for an abscess is let it grow out.
Yeah, or you can try to dig it out, but you can never.
I was having a fight with a hoof pick, and then there's no way he'll stand with his.
Yeah,
with
he didn't really want to.
And he doesn't want his foot in a bucket either.
No, yeah.
This is
carbon a little bit.
Ted won't even let you really look at it.
And he's so strong.
Yeah,
he's a draft mule, the dark coloured one, the big one.
Sweet, very sweet, but he doesn't really like to play with it.
He's a total baby, but he's the one that he doesn't like being in a stall, and he used to take the buckets off the wall with the water, empty the water, and chuck the buckets over the stall door. He's such a
But he's in there now. He's in tonight.
But he's in tonight. And he's fine
very
with
happy.
It. Yeah.
He's like got a hurty footy.
He's like, phew. He's like, maybe I'm going to get the attention I need now.
Yeah. So I went riding, and I meet Wallace on Thursdays at 1 o'clock with a trailer load of horses, and he rides some and I ride the others, and we get them all ridden. So today, Wallace being a Brazilian cowboy, who's we've all met Wallace, he's a bull rider, but he's also a fantastic horse trainer because he just grew up, training horses with his dad, but he's never jumped horses before. And he rides this horse, Chester, who a lot of people know Chester, is the worst horse I've ever owned. So today, we get Chester out, Wallace comes around.
That's 4 white legs.
Yeah, gorgeous horse, but he has a few issues. So I came out of the dressing room holding the saddle pad, and he flew back, broke the cross tie. So then it took us a while to get this. This is a horse that Wallace has been riding since last.
We're about a year and a half.
Yeah, we're a year and a half into Chester. So then we finally get the saddle on him. We lunge him. Wallace gets on. He does a little bit of a bucking thing. I don't know why. So then I was on my gray horse. So I was going to take him out. Come here, Larkey. I was going to take him out and jump my little gray horse because it's hunt season and she needs to learn to jump. Wallace is like, well, I'll teach Chester. And I'm like, well, Wallace, you don't know how to ride either. You don't know how to jump either. So I go off with my little horse and Wallace off into the woods, and we start jumping over logs. And the problem with Chester, he's so nervous. If you flop around on the saddle, he gets scared and just decides to buck you off. So every time we go over a jump, Wallace didn't know how to jump, so Chester didn't know how to jump. So Chester would go over a log that's about 2 feet tall. He'd do a 4-foot jump over the log, send Wallace up about 4 feet. And then everyone would land, and Wallace would still be on. And then Chester would go into this rodeo bronking thing because he's
Chester.
Because he's Chester. It was a very entertaining. But by the end, they had a few nice jumps.
Did they?
Yeah. It was a very exciting afternoon.
Wow.
And I really Wallace. He's just so young and athletic. I think that's what happens. Because there's no reason. The physics of what was happening behind me it was amazing he stayed on.
I think he's very fond of Chester.
And he wasn't even holding onto the horn or anything. He just kind of
floated.
He was just airborne.
And then suddenly would be back on Chester. It was amazing.
Much to Chester's disgust.
Yeah, I wish I had gotten someone on video, but I was dealing with my own problems.
How does the little white thing do?
She's good, nervous, very nervous. Very nervous. But she jumps now, so we're ready for... I'm going to take her out on Saturday.
Hey. This face business.
Okay, stop.
Stop it.
What? They always do that.
No, they don't. This is a habit they've gotten into.
Okay.
Back up, lie down.
Lie down, down. Okay.
So, no, to answer your question, Ginger, we're actually normally quite successful at keeping the animals in. In fact, we have done really well for
yourself.
over a year. We haven't had anything out of Meredith. No.
When we were chasing those loose donkeys across the street
They
and
weren't
up by...
ours.
Okay, so you don't...
They were not our
You're right,
donkeys.
okay.
So no, we haven't had any problems
But
with
we
Meredith.
did chase
And
other people.
we did help other people with their donkeys who were making their way to our farm, and they were not our problem.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But
And we
It was
okay, what was it?
2 nights, Mavis,
Oh, Mavis? Yeah.
she left the building twice because it'd been really, really wet. The ground goes soggy, and it's really easy for a big, strong mule just to chest bump and push a fence down.
You make
But-
it sound like it was a light chest bump. It was not.
No,
Yeah,
no,
she
it was
said-
it was a concerted effort, but
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Probably Ted was on the other side, like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, push.
No, I don't even think he put that much effort in.
No, that's
I think he probably stood behind her saying, "Go on, Mavis, you're doing a great job there." So no. And the reason we had 2 mules out was because Ted used to follow Mavis everywhere. But Mavis has found a beautiful new home.
With a strong
With a
fence.
strong metal fence.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we could hardly get locked. We're like, 1, 2, 3, lift it. So she's safe. And Ted hasn't shown any inclination to leave.
No, he's probably
No.
like,
So yes, so we've done very well. Other than that, now I've said that, it's all going to go pear shaped.
Right, you've just jinxed
I've just jinxed it.
Well, then the neighbor's donkey came by. Remember Donna Page's dog? Was that, when was that?
that was
the
really
cutest donkey.
That was
too.
really funny. We turned up one day, and the lady who lives in the farm, she said, "I found a donkey. I think somebody's dumped it on us. I found it at 4 o'clock this morning, and this enormous, big, really hairy donkey."
Fluffy, hairy
Ah,
donkey.
really cuddly,
No.
was standing in our paddock looking at us. And we're like, "Oh, can we keep it?" And then we're like,
No.
"Isn't that really brazen? Somebody driving onto the farm and
And
dumping a
dropping one.
donkey."
Yeah.
And we're going to keep it forever.
We loved him.
Yeah, we loved him. And then, so it got to about, what was it, about 11 o'clock, we'd been watching this donkey, we'd been grooming it and cuddling
Yeah.
it, and then we were like, I think this is a missing donkey. I don't think it was dumped. And we were like,
Somebody
damn
loved
it.
this donkey, yeah.
So the owners of the farm, they contacted all the people who lived round about.
You're surprised that she didn't notice her donkey was gone because he was gone. It was an afternoon. when
It was
she
up,
finally,
yeah. So we had to take the donkey back, which
Yeah.
is disappointing.
Yeah, it was an older woman, so she couldn't come up and get him.
Oh.
So we had him.
He's lovely, and he's called Donk.
Donk.
Which is easy to remember.
Yeah.
So that's absolutely super. So yeah, that wasn't ours either, though.
Okay, so we've had done nothing here. There were a couple years ago. We had 2 horses that went down.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
I
awful.
was sitting there at home, and not here at all. And I think it might have been South Carolina, and I recognized 2 horses on Facebook and they were saying, "Does anyone know who owns these horses?" And I'm like, "Me." But I didn't even put that out there because I had already knew that the horses had gotten loose, and you already had them home. So I did not step in and say that I knew those horses. But now I just confess it to how many people are online. But that was several years ago.
But you didn't give their names. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they've been rehomed. That's even better.
Right.
So they're no
Well,
longer
Taxi was one of them.
That's your mother's.
Yes. Technically not mine.
Technically not our problem.
It was Taxi and Huxley.
Well,
But they went a long way.
Huxley was an absolute.
Oh, he was nuts.
Yeah, Dutch harness horse, I think. No, he was a saddlebred.
No, he was a Dutch harness horse.
Was he a Dutch harness? Yeah. I knew I didn't like Dutch harness horses for a reason. Oh, sorry. I was giving them a scratch. So, yeah, so that's us. So we're doing very
Okay.
well at the moment.
Yeah.
And,
Is it dinner time?
Yeah, it is dinner time. And I think Nick's coming here with a trailer load of something or other. No
Oh.
food, though.
No food.
No food.
So,
Tried that. Doesn't
yeah,
work.
well, you probably heard that there's food here, so, yeah. Food
Go
attracts
find a
people.
place to lie
I
down.
know. I know. So, and apparently they're handing themselves in at 7:30 this evening.
What's
7:30?
Yes. 7:30 today.
What's at 7:30
I
today?
think Carlene was looking for surrenders, people handing themselves in.
People on like
Mm.
yeah
I've been sitting entertained with that for a long time.
I bet it's very entertaining.
What? You've ditched Dr. Paul?
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk politics. It's probably not a good thing to bring up. So
No.
yeah.
No.
There was something else I wanted to.
So, let him.
Oh, we have a veteran walk tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
I know.
Yeah, I'm
It's
ready.
supposed to rain too, I think.
Thunder, I think.
Don't let him do that.
What?
We've got to stop him doing that.
You can train him later. Yeah, you can train him later. Stop to do that. No. Okay, all right.
I think we have covered
it dinner time?
everything.
I think maybe.
Oh, we can blow at him.
Yeah. Cool. No, hey,
Yeah.
back.
Especially when I have peanut breath.
He's probably
Let's
like,
try that as a training.
Try that.
Other than you yelling at us. 'Cause it gives
Well,
me
I don't understand why nobody sees it but me.
Yeah,
It's a bad thing in a nursing home.
right. So we'll blow at him now. It'll be much better. Okay, so is it dinner time?
dinner time,
All right.
dinner time. Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone for showing up.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh,
I'll shut this one off. I put the cord in there. That I did the right thing.